Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to give you that essential knowledge shortcut using the sources you send us.
And today we have a really interesting one.
We do. We're unpacking a household cleaning brand called Xall. You've probably seen them online. They sell through xall.com. Their whole pitch is all about modern convenience. Dissolvable tablets, eco-friendly sprays, a multi-purpose solution to replace everything under your sink.
Exactly. And our mission, based on the independent sources we reviewed, is to look past that really slick marketing.
Right.
We want to see if the actual customer value and, the transparency of the company, if it actually holds up.
Okay, so let's dig in. Where should we start?
Well, let's start with the technical side.
The website.
Mm.
According to Scam Advisor, xall.com is, a real functioning site. It uses all the standard security measures you'd expect.
But here's what's fascinating. While the site is technically okay, Scam Advisor points out that the trust indicators are not particularly strong.
What does that mean exactly?
It sort of suggests there isn't a solid long-term reputation built on consistent positive feedback. It's a bit of a red flag that warrants a closer look.
And that's where this gets really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the independent customer feedback, we're talking about trust buy here, the number of people reporting really poor experiences is, well, it's pretty staggering.
And the complaints are so specific. We're not talking about shipping delays or things like that.
No.
A lot of reviews describe the product as just ineffective. Some even said it was no better than water for tough stains. The disappointment is squarely focused on the results.
Which is the entire point of a cleaning product.
The core function, exactly.
Or you compare that to Xall's own website, which is
Sure.
filled with these, glowing testimonials, but they're all hosted on their own pages.
Not independently verified.
Not at all. So there's this huge mismatch between their marketing and what real customers are saying on other platforms.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it all seems to lead to the central issue for consumers, which is subscriptions.
The recurring billing.
Yeah, this is a very common strategy for these direct-to-consumer brands. Many reviews say that buyers had no idea they were even signing up for recurring shipments.
Or repeat charges.
Exactly. So an unexpected charge appears, and then when people try to cancel.
They run into a wall. I saw that a lot. Customers reported that it was incredibly difficult to get it stopped or get a refund.
And that frustration is amplified, right? Because when they tried to get help, they found there was no easy way to do it, just email, usually.
No phone number, no live chat. That's a huge operational problem.
It really is. I mean, this is a textbook case study in the credibility gap between brand-hosted claims and what customers report independently. The real risk here seems to be poor product performance and these, let's say, non-transparent billing practices.
So, putting it all together, what does this actually mean for someone listening?
Well, the main concern isn't that the product doesn't exist. It's about whether it delivers the value and transparency customers should expect. And, as always, just a quick reminder for everyone, this is educational commentary, not medical or purchasing advice.
Right. So the takeaway here is, if you're thinking about buying from a new brand like this, maybe manage your expectations on performance.
Absolutely.
And always read the billing terms carefully before you click that buy button.
And that leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. Beyond just cleaning products, how often do we mistake sheer convenience like an all-in-one system for proven effectiveness when we're looking at new products?
That's a great question.
What metrics should we really prioritize to assess value, especially in a world full of subscriptions?